The point of this video is supposed to be the chicken and croutons, but I really just wanted to show off my bread. I love this bread. It's so cute. Okay. Hi, I'm Eric Kim. I'm a cooking writer for the food section at the New York Times. I'm so excited to share with you my chicken and croutons with fish sauce butter. There's a chicken and a crouton that gets roasted in the oven, and then you make the sauce on the side. The components are quite simple, but together they are wonderful, and the eating experience is just like very lovely. So I love this recipe because what you're doing is rendering out the fat from the chicken in the oven. It's getting crispy, but once you have this pool of schmaltz, you toss some like hand-torn bread in that and put it back in the oven. That bread soaks up the chicken fat. It gets crispy, chewy. It's a thing. I don't know. I feel like no one really talks about this texture, but it's a really good texture. Scene 2A, take one. So before we did the take, I was staring lovingly at these 4 thighs because they made me think of my family. So that's like really cheesy, but I do assign each thigh to a family member. So the biggest one will go to my dad because he eats a lot, and then the smallest one will go to me, you know, because the cook, I don't know. I feel like you're always last when you cook. And you know, I'll ask my brother and my mom like which one they want. I like to sort of spread the skin out like this because the more surface area, the better. Not only do you want the skin to get nice and crispy, you also want there to be this nice pool of fat in the sheet pan, and in that fat is where the bread is gonna go. It's gonna go into a 450-degree oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. You just want to get the chicken fat to start like really rendering out, and you want the skin to be light brown. Okay, are you ready? I'm gonna really talk about this bread. So this is a loaf of bread that I made last night. Man, this bread, I love it. Isn't that pretty? This is the crouton element. Not yet, we're gonna turn this bread into croutons. Just to be clear, you do not need to make a fresh loaf of bread just for this recipe. Buy your favorite bread, use your favorite bread. I think that's my main point. Use your favorite bread that you like to eat. The kind that you would maybe toast and have with butter and jam, you know? Oh, I'm just gonna slice a little bit because I want everyone to taste it. Oops. Ooh, I'm just gonna tear it into pieces. I'm a fan of irregularity when it comes to croutons. Like, I don't know why, but I really love this longer kind of shape. Let me show you. I like that shape. So get as many of these shapes as you can, or whatever shape of bread you like to eat. I'll be honest, the whole point of this recipe is actually the croutons. So the chicken's been in there for about 25 minutes. I'm gonna take it out so we can add the croutons. Ooh, looking good. That's the best. That's a great piece, whoever gets to eat that. This isn't done. So we're gonna add the croutons just like around the plate. You should just add as much bread as you want. You should add as much bread as you can fit, to be honest. Make sure it's nicely coated. I don't salt the bread. I don't think it needs it. The fish sauce butter is salty enough. There's also salt and pepper in the pan, because remember how we like seasoned the chicken before? Flashback to the chicken that we seasoned before. Just kidding. But yeah, this looks lovely. Oh, it's gonna be so good. And this just has to go back in the oven. See how chill this is? So that goes back in so the bread can just crisp up. And as that's happening, we are going to make the fish sauce butter now. There's something about these things together. It's just these 3 ingredients. A tablespoon of each is all you need. It's like this perfect trifecta. So first, brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of fish sauce, and then a tablespoon of lemon juice. And I'm going to turn the heat to about medium. You only do this for like 5 minutes, so it's not gonna be too intense. And you're just gonna be reducing it down into like a syrupy glaze situation. For me, the indicator is when the bubbles are all over. That means that the liquid is evaporating. See, that's perfect. I like that. That's like kind of where I'll stop it. So now, off the heat, I am going to thin this out a little by adding very cold butter in a single chunk with the paper removed. And this is the emulsion. You are moving it constantly until the butter melts. As I do this, it becomes thicker, and that's our sauce. Look, it's so like pretty. There's so much balance here. I feel like people are afraid to use sugar in their cooking. So that looks good to me. Depending on your bread, you just want to watch it. You don't want it to burn, right? So what you can do now is just sauce your chicken. I want the chicken to be nicely glazed. Just a little. Just to finish it, some black pepper and cilantro. That's like all you need. So I might serve this with a side salad, but honestly, this is fine on its own, I would say. If anything, I would even probably double carb it and have a side of white rice. I always love a double carb moment. And a little bit of the bread. I'm really happy. The milk bread croutons are slightly sweeter than, you know, other kinds of breads. I like sweet in my food, especially balanced by the really sharp, funky, savory fish sauce butter. This is a really simple, easy chicken dinner, but if you bite into it, it's special. It's got a lot more going for it than it seems on the outside. So that's what I like about like most things in life, you know, unassuming things that once you bite into it, it's kind of like, whoa, you know? Whoa.